Beautifuls and Beloveds, part 2. This one's called Mystery, right? Mystery part 2. So, we're figuring this out. We had, like I said, our little mini board meeting, and that's what spurred me on to do this additional addendum video. I was going to call it quits for today, because I'm like, I think I'm all talked out. And then we had a little meeting, and I'm like, nope. A couple more things to say. So, here I am, just wanting to love on somebody that is the honest to God. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, I hate that when I have to sneeze, I know. Hold on. Okay, that's horrible. That was my intention. Because I'm like, why is this person behaving like this? It's like, I'm doing everything right. Please, I'm not coming down hard on you. This is the story. It's factual truth. That's it. It means nothing more than that. I love you, and I'm glad that everything happened the way it did, because you see how big this is, beloved? Hi. Okay? That was all. And I didn't want to get in somebody's face and say, hey, maybe this is why we keep butting heads. That's awkward, it could be rude, and I didn't want to hurt this person, so how do you do it? God put it on my heart. Make this dance about sexual child abuse. Your sexual child abuse that you went through. I'm like, I thought I was done with that. I really don't want to do that, but okay. I love this person. I trust you, Lord. Let's go. And I put my hands to the plow, and I never looked back. And I'm like, okay, we're going. And it all unraveled from there, and you all can just read everything on my website. I did it out of love. No hatred, no trying to conjure something weird. I didn't know at the time that this was a thing. That this was a thing for some people. Okay? I'm not part of them, the they, okay? So I didn't know about that. Sure, I've heard things mentioned here and there, because, you know, look at my resume and you can figure out which moguls I worked for, and, you know, you hear things, and you see some things that are like, wonder what that is, or, okay, but surely it didn't, not my mom's name, Shirley, but certainly, who would know that? Truth is stranger than fiction. I couldn't even conjure this up. This is pretty wild stuff. But very simple and plausible too. Okay? And then I start going out there with my dance. My 4-minute and 1-second dance. And I'm like, there's my dance company again. I was doing it long ago, and here it comes back again. So let's do it. Let's really do it. God, what do you want me to do with this? Well, in my heart, it's a ministry, but it's not a Christian ministry. I'm a Christian who dances. I'm a Christian who tells stories via dance, via the arts, via film, via everything that I do with my husband and my team and myself. And I didn't realize that we were touching upon really intense, deep truth of some wickedness in the world. So here you go. All these decades that I have been a living, breathing human being, seeing red, white, and black, because, you know, hey, you can look and you see things, and my vision was a lot better, so I saw a lot more. And then you're like, what the hell? Is this a thing? Is this a they thing? Is this how they say and signal we're part of the group? You know? And then you see things, and you're like, wait, why did that business go out of business? Why is there nobody there? How do they stay in business? You know, there's been reports on different things, and the government's going through a lot of businesses to see if there are fronts, you know, and you funnel the money through to whatever's going on behind the scenes, and that's the real business, but they gotta filter it through something legitimately. I mean, there's so many pieces to this puzzle, and so we start putting the puzzle together without having the privilege of having a cover, a box with a printed cover on it to say, this is the end result. We don't know where it's leading, but the more pieces we put together, and we won't know the whole picture until we put that last piece together. We won't know at all. But we do know certain things. And it's looking more and more like it that I was pressing buttons unbeknownst to me. How would I know? Like I said, I'm not a part of this. Nobody in my group is a part of this. And if somebody tries to put, you know how I was saying, infiltrators, insiders that are a part of this through third parties and affiliates, and it gets kind of like laundered a little bit along the way, it's hard to vet people and to know for sure, but we do our best. How do we know? You start knowing because they start dropping hints and saying things. I'm like, oh no, there's another one. Okay, I'm sorry, we do love you. Oh my gosh. And I hate to have to distance myself with these people because I really do like a lot of people. That's pretty bad. I like people who even harm me. Things are changing over here though. I just see value in everybody. And I have to understand that I can't necessarily do that anymore because these people were hurting me and my family, and I can't stand for that. I can't. And I make no apologies for it. So, do you see? Something triggers them about me having red hair, too. Or anybody having red hair. I think it's a very, from what we found out so far, if we're right, it's a very elevated, high prominent thing. And it means something to them. And it has something to do with, remember Elizabeth, my wrist just popped, the first. She was a redhead. She was basically married to her country. What an incredible woman. There's a lot of things connected there. And then you see certain businesses and certain people who worked for them and who's on their board and what they bring to the table, what their background is, and then you start piecing all of this stuff together. Watch my 7 Pillars of Society video series. It's quite telling. So, I trampled upon truth. And that is why they want me gone. See, the truth will enrage and piss people off before it acts as a salve to save somebody. And most people who are evil, I'm trying to make a bet. Only 1% of these people may even come to Christ at the end of this process that they're going to have to go through, that they put themselves and set themselves up for. And I'll rejoice with them. Praise the Lord, really. I would like that for all of you, because then we can be brothers and sisters in Christ. You're no longer my enemy, but you're a colleague of commonality. And there can be a decent companionship and relationship where you're not trying to kill me, you know, because you want me to be enslaved. So let's get back to this whole Scheherazade thing. Remember I mentioned it's not Scheherazade, obviously, but the idea is based on what I'd been going through. I can stay alive as long as I keep letting them eavesdrop and tell my stories and cherry pick from my stuff and take from my image. Like, no. A, you're not going to kill me. B, you're not taking my stuff anymore. C, hey, this is all just coming out publicly because I'm kind of done with y'all. You know, and there's D, E, F, Z until you number it a million times over, and your triple Z, triple, then your quadruple A, quadruple B. You know how that numbering system goes when you use the alphabet. And outlines, you know, totally not afraid, totally pissed off. Totally, we're done. So, that's another reason why I wrote this, because it's like I'm protecting everything about me. The cartoon version of me even. Everything. just everything that I can possibly think of. And I can't create enough as quickly enough. You know what I mean? There's so much that's coming out of this. And we found some more stuff today. Okay, send the C&D, type it up. Okay, we're done. Send it to the government. Okay, we're done. And that's it. Find anything else, make a list. We'll do that one tomorrow. It's, you know, some people are, and rightfully so, very much concerned and very much afraid. Okay? We're not going to do what y'all are doing to us. We're going to do it the legal way. That's the only way to handle this. And I can understand being scared because you know how bad of what you did to me is. And what it might lead to. And what people might find from all of this. I mean, I get it, even though you're bad guys, everybody who's drowning, whether they're good or bad, Christian or not, you're going to try and save your life. That is a natural reflex. We are that selfish, and it's a good thing. It should be that way. I'm not saying that that kind of selfishness is bad. You should, but, you know, so it's to be expected that they're going to fight harder right now or try to give the illusion that they are to us. More hint drops, more, you know, you're going to have to back off and stop. It's not going to go well for you. And the more you do it, I don't care how many more people you pull into your circle. It's going to go worse for the people who are at the top because you were the ones who allowed it in the first place. Right? So, and I don't care if you hate me. Reflect that mirror back to you. That's a reflection of your own heart, not mine. I'm sitting here saying, with love, I hate what you did. It's really hard for me not to hate you. But, you know, saying that you have the love of Christ. How many people are able to do that? Not many. I'm not boasting saying I'm some important special person because I can do it. But if I'm a Christian, I actually have to model it. I'm no martyr. God didn't call me to do that. So, you know, it ain't going to happen. I ain't going to do some Ophelia thing for you either. Not going to happen. You guys are crazy. Very much so. What other things in here? This morsel. I want to know why that our copyright, it's still under copyright. It doesn't matter. It's my work. It's published. It's my life story set in cartoon version, basically. It's still mine. It doesn't matter if it comes across as fiction or non-fiction. I can, like I said, I can point to every single little element in here and say, nope, this is the real world version of this. You know, it's still my life story. It's brilliantly told. I love it. You know, you guys, come on now. I had to do this to save my ass. Not because I did anything wrong, but I really didn't appreciate the fact that we start telling our truth and you guys are eavesdropping, listening, so you know what we're planning, and then one car accident, and another car accident, oh, and then this person dies, oh, and then this person. 4 people? Come on now. I think we got you guys to kind of go easy and chill, you know. What'd you do? Some kind of spree or something? So disgusting. Anyhow, we need to know the truth of what's going on. We need to know who they are, because we need to bring everybody to justice. I don't understand why the hell this had to happen. Because I'm coming forward with the truth that was done to me. I should come forward. Everybody should come forward about this. This is horrible. And then knowing and linking things back and saying, oh my God, they were color timing my hair black to match my stepfather's. They made my skin look like, because he's Jewish, he's got dark skin. Very lovely, you know, a nice brown. And they made me look like that too. And I remember when we got them back from the photo lab, I was a kid. I was like, this doesn't look right, Mom. She said, oh, you know, and I'm like, did she know? Is that why she was always trying to get me to be a secretary? I can be good, but I suck at that stuff. And now I can't even do any admin work because I can't see well enough. Okay? I ain't anybody's slave anymore. Hey, we treat all the people who work for us very, very well. We let them even do, it's like, okay, look, we don't want you just getting stuck just doing administrative stuff. What kind of creative stuff do you want to do and help? And pay them extra for it. And, you know, we are that good to our people, and we have that much fun. It's really a great company. I love how I built it. I love how my board and I are continuing with that. But, you know, so I look back, I see I have letters, I have cards, I have so much stuff, and we made copies of this and we distributed it, and we're like, hold on to this stuff, keep it in a safe place. And it means something. So no longer can I look at these old mementos as just, oh, you know, Mom was just being sentimental. There's something to all of this stuff. How dare you guys do this crap? Too bad that I trampled on your stuff. Don't act like clowns coming out of a clown car and drawing all this attention to yourselves. That is what busted you, your own flippin' actions, because you couldn't act like mature people. Mature people wouldn't have stolen my stuff in the first place. Good people wouldn't have done it. I'm not here as your resource. I didn't get paid. I am not getting benefit. I am getting harmed. I am having my life on the line. I don't think so. My family's lives on the line? For what? Because I was good? Because I was a good person? Because I was talented? Sick bastards. And I have a good sense of humor about all this stuff. That's how I keep, you know, I did the video in balance, the two words, I-N, in balance or imbalance. I'm very rational, very logical. Yes, I feel things deep, but you know what? When the crap hits the fan, I'm on the battlefield. I'll deal with the emotions later. I don't have time for this. I have to battle you guys to defend my life. My life. This is that important to you? Over my life? You're mental. If that ain't mental, you guys have superseded anything that I thought anybody in my life could ever do to me. And apparently it's starting to look like these people were putting all these people around me to control, to instigate crap, to be access points, all of this. And I'm like, wow, that is really sick. How twisted can you get? I guess very. But right? Why do this? My stuff is yielding that much money. That's why. And, you know, because I wasn't vetted by you and you guys were trying to do it, but I didn't like the deal. I'm not your little mermaid. You know, I wasn't getting anything back. And anything back that you could have given me was not a high enough percentage. Okay? See, here's the thing. If you want somebody to be a ghost creator or somebody else, you really need to ask them what they can use. You just don't eavesdrop in on somebody's conversation or open up their materials and say, we'll just take that. Because you're gonna get sued. And whatever else the law deems necessary to get you guys to learn a lesson and to disband you guys so you don't do this to anybody else. Ever. Flippin' again. That's how serious this is. So, I get it. You're drowning. Sure, I understand. You want to try to save and preserve yourselves, but I ain't gonna let you take me down to save yourself. You ain't worth martyring over. That's number one. You're not good people. You deserve to be brought to justice. And plus, like I said, I'm not a martyr. I was never called to do it. Martyrs know way in advance when they're young, called by God to martyr. If you put somebody in a martyring position, that's not martyrdom, you just murdered them. Total difference. Completely different. I know you guys wanted me to be that, how'd that go? Oh yeah, I put myself in a little bubble, but it wasn't meant, oh, woe is me, little bubble, and I just can't handle the stress type of thing. No, that term actually comes from, it's a psychological term. Do your homework. Okay, the original meaning of that was to put yourself into a sphere of calm and placidity so you can get back on the battlefield. It doesn't mean that you put your rose-tinted glasses on and just, suck on a bottle of vodka and just lull yourself into a false sense of security because you're a wimp. It's a regrouping. It could be a car that you get into and you scream and you just let it go and then you regroup. I'm back in the game. Or you just, it's a regrouping mechanism. It's not the, woe is me, what a sweet thing you are, and you'll be easy to, saying to me, you'll be the easy one to snuff out, she's the emotional one. Let's set it up to make it look like she committed suicide. What are the prescriptions that she's taking for her pain pills and all this stuff, right? Is that how it goes? And then if my heart stops, it's like, oh, new medication. Says here on the little pamphlet that can happen, so sorry. Very interesting that we found all this stuff out, right? So, no, I hate medication, but you know what, if your life depends on it, guys, don't not take your meds. I'm not saying that, because medication can help a lot of people. It can cure diseases, fine. I'm just saying right now, I can't even do that. I have to take my pain. Like right now, searing up my spine, my neck, it's killing me. I'm like, that lets me know I'm alive. And I'll take that right now because I've had to face death a few times in the last year or so. Like, thank God I am alive. So there. Yeah, there's that. There's that. And I'm just really interested to know what the hell goes on with whoever these people are. What is it? I think I must have trampled on some truth there. For you guys to be fighting back so hard. For you guys wanting me to shut up so much. Something's there, isn't it? Keep acting like those clowns coming out of a clown car, and you will make yourselves known. And some of you have, so be careful. We don't have to do that work. That's not our job. We did the other work. Other people are doing the other work for us. And when I say be careful, I really would love to have everybody become Christians, like authentically. Wouldn't that be great? I'd rather be friends than enemies. You made yourself my enemy. I didn't make you my enemy. And I am not really your enemy. I'm just like you, trying to stay alive. Although we're not coming after you like that. I wouldn't wish that on, like, you're my worst enemy, is that saying? I don't wish that on you guys. Justice, yeah, but that's a little brutal. I don't wish that on you guys. I want you guys to be whole and normal and just stop doing what you're doing and other things, but yeah. So, let's talk about this whole trash thing. This is so interesting to me. No joke, this happened on video. We go, and I made another video about French fries, and I was using that as a hypothetical example, and then I looked in our videos, and then I remembered, please, I can't remember everything. We have so many cease and desist letters out there, we have so many people we have to deal with, that I'm not going to memorize and remember everything, but we had to send something. We've been food poisoned several times under the guise of, oh, it was an oops type of thing, right? We ordered French fries, and we have it on video. It's not even a disparaging thing because it really happened for real. I'm not going to say what it really meant, but it's very suspicious to us. We ordered French fries, and there was black in the French fries, and I'm like, okay, look, this is potato rot. Sure, it's part of the potato, but you're not supposed to eat it, you're not supposed to serve it. I know this because I was a food preparer. I've worked for various places when I was much younger, and you can't. It is the law. Someone can get really sick, and if you're allergic to it, you can die from an anaphylactic reaction. So somebody wasn't doing their job, number one. Let's just look at it from that perspective. But this has been happening too many times to me particularly too, to be just an accident. But we'll see. And so one of my beloveds went back into the place where we got the food from and said, I would like a refund. This is all recorded too. I would like a refund. And they're like, oh, it's just part of the potato. No, it's not. And then we did a search online. Don't always trust everything you see in the searches, because there is a lot of fake, fraudulent information out there. And one of these fraudulent things was saying that it's fine to eat that portion of it. We copied that, the link, the article, and preserved it, because in a legal setting, if we need to provide and prove that we didn't make this article up ourselves. Although I don't know how anybody could do that. I don't know about that stuff. But, we compared it and we said, look, the real thing is that this is very poisonous. So we showed the real scientific evidence for that and this fake article. And then we pictured it and mirrored it up against what we were told at this place where we got them, and they were saying the same things that were fake and fraudulent. And I'm like, how old is this person? Young. And I'm like, what company? And so you just keep digging and digging and digging. And so we called up, and wouldn't you know, somehow they were speaking to me, words we were saying in the car, discussing what had just happened to us. And just kind of tweaking it a little bit, but it was pretty much verbatim. And sharing that. Oh, it's just a part of the potato. But then, how I'm saying, with the real truth and article that we found, because you have to present your facts and say, this is erroneous, this is what's true, factually. And this is what happened to us. And since it was all on video, and we had the samples of the things, and, it's evidence. And the person on the phone says, well, and I had said, wait, you're supposed to cut that out. Actually cut it out of the potato. And if it's too into the potato and it has little green tendrils, it's no good. It's a goner. You have to throw that out and not serve it to your paying customers. So when we called up, the things that I had researched and things that I had known from being a food preparer, this person said it exactly the same way to me. And I'm like, wait a second, we have one of these situations here. Nice person, they did the right thing, they gave us, little vouchery things to get discounts, so we're never going back there again. We can't take the chance. I don't want to get food poisoning again. I was eating a little bit of it before I realized, because I was trusting it. It was covered in a whole bunch of stuff, so I couldn't see it. And I'm like, I'm getting sick, and right away I vomited, and I'm like, oh my God. So then we're in the car having to wipe off all the crap that was put on the food, which I wanted, and we found out, it was potato rot, ring rot. You're not supposed to serve it. What the heck are these people at this establishment doing, telling customers, oh, it's fine, it's part of the potato? Technically, yeah, you're right, but do you see how these people, these sarcastic little do that? They're not wrong. It is part of the potato. But you're not supposed to eat it. That's where they're wrong, and they're not supposed to serve it. So, anyway. That was one way y'all are acting like clowns coming out of a clown car so we can spot you. And then another place that uses similar, exact company colors that we do. Fine. I had done something in front of one of my laptop computers. Unbeknownst to me, the computer, even though I was not recording anything at the time, was recording at the time. Does that make sense? That's why we pull batteries out of everything now. Beloveds, pull your batteries out of everything when you're done with using them. Really now.